You guys look like you're ready to have a very fun day. I can see the energy. I feel it. How was it so far? Did you guys see the Olam learning Torah? Did you see it? Is it amazing? How do you feel about that?
Big shkoyach.
What do you say?
Big shkoyach.
Big shkoyach. These guys are amazing. I don't know if you guys know, but the way the world is standing right now, the way we're still in orbit, the way we're still living, is one way. Does anybody know what keeps us going? What keeps us alive? Water, air, that's one way, but there's something even more important. It's a pasuk. Torah, learning, Torah. These heilig, very special people that dedicate their lives to Torah, they're unbelievable. You guys are doing the same. Never forget, every time you sit down, you learn. You learn something in Chumash. You learn Gemara. You see the words Abaye. You see the words Rava. Never think for a second that it's just another subject, that it's just to get by through the time. We're tapping into, when we learn Gemara, when we learn Torah, to the deepest, most pure source. We're tapping into God Himself. As the pasuk said, the Chazal tell us that the Torah is the blueprint of the entire world. Histakel ba'oraisa. Anybody know the rest of that? Ubara alma. Hashem looked into the Torah. He looked into the Torah that we're learning. He looked into there and He created the world. So we're living in a world that's really fueled by spirituality, that's fueled by Torah. With that, Rabbi Erbs didn't give me exactly what to speak about, but I thought it would make a lot of sense, being that next week is, anybody know Yontif? Very good, very good. It's Shavuos. I thought it would be appropriate to take a few minutes and talk about this incredible regel, this Yontif, this Chag. Let me ask you a question. Does anybody here know we're learning Gemara? Anybody know what a chefza is? A chefza shal mitzvah? Anybody heard of that word? Chefza shal mitzvah. A chefetz. A chefza shal mitzvah, let me tell you. Chefza shal mitzvah means an object. A chefza is an object. The siddur is really, it's a chefza, right? The chair is a chefza, it's a piece, it's an object. Every yontif, every chag, throughout the Jewish calendar, there's a chefza. There's something physical that we utilize, that we shake, that we sit, that we eat, that connects us to that particular yontif. Who here can tell me what's the chefza of the mitzvah of Chanukah? Anybody know? Menorah. Exactly. Beautiful. 10 points for you. When it comes to Pesach, anybody here know what is the beautiful? You guys are crushing it. Matzah. Let's take another yontif. Let's take the yontif of, what's another one? Purim. We have Megillah. We have Yom Kippur. We have the Inui. We have the fasting. Whoever can answer this question, I don't have a lot of money, so I'm not going to promise money, but I'll give you a hug after. Who can tell me the chefza shal mitzvah, the physical mitzvah of Shavuos? Anybody? And it's not very good. Shtei halachem, but we don't have a shtei halachem. That's a good answer. That's definitely that's a very important function of Shavuos. But we don't need shtei halachem. We don't have shtei halachem. Someone else said cheesecake. Unfortunately, that's not a mitzvah. So let's try again. Someone said Torah. Is Torah a physical object? Where is it? Huh? There's no physical object. So then what? Staying up all night, but that's not a chefza. Good answer. I like that. Good thinking, high level. But that's not a chefza. Staying up all night, that's an action. It's like davening. It's like praying. It's like learning Torah. It's like doing a mitzvah. But is it a chefza? Is it a chair? Is it a siddur? Is it a gemara? No. So where is the chefza shal mitzvah? There's something very interesting, bizarre that we find specifically in the yontif of Shavuos that we don't find in any other yontif where there's no chefza shal mitzvah. Or Baisa, do you understand the question? You hear it? Yeah. What's the question? You hit it, yeah.
The question is, what's the chefza of Shavuos?
Beautiful. What's the chefza shal mitzvah? There's no object, there's no item that we're attaching ourselves, that we're wrapping ourselves, and we're not sitting in a sukkah, we're not eating a matzah, we're not lighting a menorah, we're not reading a Megillah. So what is going on? We all hear it? Good question. I want to tell you an answer that I can pretty much promise you never heard. Well, you all never thought of the question, never heard the question, so it's a good question, good start. But this answer, you tell it to anyone? Can't be. You guys ever heard of someone named Simon Sinek? Okay. Simon Sinek is a world famous author. He's a motivational speaker and leader. And he's very close. He studies and he does analysis on the Navy SEALs. I'm assuming you guys know what the Navy SEALs are. Some of you probably want to be a Navy SEAL one day. Maybe. Did you guys know that there's something even more elite? Is Navy SEALs the highest? The one I know of, yes, right? Those are all true. But there's the highest level is called. Who said that? What do you say? Oh no! I thought you said something else. It's called the SEAL Team 6. Yes. Do any of you here have any idea how the head of operation for the SEAL Team 6, the most sophisticated, perfect organization pretty much in the world besides BMG and Kushner, of course, how do they choose their SEAL Team 6? Do you have any idea? Can you imagine the training? Can you imagine the resilience, the strength, the determination, the mental capacity it takes to be part of the SEAL Team 6? Do you know how they choose them? No, I don't think so. I'll tell you. The way they choose them is they pretty much, it's very simple. I don't have a blackboard here, but they have a graph. One line, the bottom line, is like this, right? The bottom line is called trust. The top line going up is called performance. Performance versus trust. In a regular business, in a regular profit-making operation, all people care about is one thing and one thing only, pretty much, in the world we live in. And that is, which one? Performance or trust?
Trust.
Rabbi Erb, so what do you say?
I would say that if you don't have any trust, what good is your performance?
What if you... Okay. Rabbi Erbs has come from the Torah world. He teaches Torah, so it's a very pure answer. So it makes sense that the answer is just the opposite. The answer is performance. It's all about how you perform. If you look at the stock market, it's about beating earnings. If you look at the world of Wall Street, it's all about the most, the biggest, outperforming, being the best, being the most ambitious, being a shark. When you make money, when you show people that you can kill it, that's what people want. In the SEAL Team 6, they look for trust, which is why they're so successful. Yes, you need to perform as well, but they'd rather take someone who is the most trustworthy and compromise on performance rather than a person who is the best performer, who can literally walk and breathe fire if there's compromise in his trust. Why is that? The answer is because from a place of purity, from a place of truth, from a place of emes, if we don't have truth, if we don't understand truth, like Rabbi Erb said, we can't perform. If there's no connection to the emes, if there's no connection to what's real, then everything else after that is built on mushy, false grounds, false pretenses, and we can't grow, we can't thrive. Shavuos, believe it or not, what are we doing? What are we becoming? Yes, there's cheesecake and we stay up all night, but is it something deeper? Is it something more fundamental? Is there something more noble and elevated that we're meant to achieve? That's it. The answer is that on Shavuos, we're not meant to just work and enhance our performance. There's a deeper, more fundamental level, and that is working on the truth, working on our conviction. You guys know what conviction means? It means our firm belief. It means that nothing is going to get in our way. It means that anyone could come to us and say, you're wrong, and say Torah isn't the most important thing in the world, and say these guys sitting down there isn't what's keeping the world alive. And you can come back to them with fire in your eyes and take them all down and say, I am not just God-fearing. I don't just daven, I don't just put on tefillin, I don't just watch my eyes when I can. But there's something much more deep and important. And that's the overall package. It's my conviction. It's a burning realization that no matter what I believe in God, Moshe emes, we say. V'toirasai emes, his Torah is true. It's not just enough to say there was Moses and there's the Torah. We associate that with emes, Moshe emes, v'toirasai emes. Why? Because if you don't believe it wholeheartedly, if you don't really care about it, anyone can take you down. Anything can rip you apart. You will crumble from anything that happens in life that's not perfectly your way. Because if you're not rooted the strongest with Torah, with emes, you don't have anything. You can perform and do all the mitzvahs. You can keep Shabbos. You can be nice to your parents and to your siblings. You can put on your tefillin. You can do chesed. You can bring packages to Tomchei Shabbos and to people sick in hospitals. But if there's no realization of emes, it's pretty much all gone. Yes, all the mitzvahs are true and they're important and we're going to get schar for them. But in terms of us as human beings, as Jews, as Yidden, it's only when we tap into and enhance and strengthen, exercise truth, not performance. Chavra, Shavuos, I asked you a question. Where's the Chefza Shal Mitzvah on Shavuos? The answer is it's the dumbest question in the world. We don't need a Chefza. A Chefza is only in order to associate with something that needs to be backed by externalities. Something that needs the extra support. But if something's perfectly true, if it's ironclad, you can't take it down, and there's no other option, do we need support? Do we need something physical? Do we need a Megillah? Do we need a menorah? Do we need matzah? Do we need other things to help us tap into the truth? No. We don't have a Chefza Shal Mitzvah on Shavuos because it's all about one thing and one thing only. Moshe emes, v'soraso emes. It's about thinking about the truth, thinking about God, learning the Torah. Yes, staying up all night. That's beautiful, but that's not a chefetz, it's not a thing. It's just living and breathing the truth. Like a nebulizer, a spiritual nebulizer, just taking it in, inhaling it. So that when we move past Shavuos, when we move on, we always come back to what? The anchor of truth. Reminding ourselves that we once stood at Sinai, we once stood at Har Sinai. And we once, our neshama was there and it received the Torah. And everything and anything that we heard, that we saw, that we experienced over, it's all God, it's all truth, it's all perfect, there's no questions, because Moshe emes, v'torasa emes. And the more you believe that, the more you learn it, the more these guys are sitting and learning all day, taking it in. It's not just to become smarter, more intellectual, to gain more knowledge as a subject. It's to be an ish emes. It's to be like Moshe Rabbeinu. We all can do that. We're not going to become him, but to become the best version of yourself. You're not getting it anywhere else besides thinking about truth, learning the truth, and aspiring for only truth. That's why on Shavuos, whoever asks you, where's the Chefza Shal Mitzvah, you ask, you tell them, the whole question is false. There's no basis for it because we don't need it. End off with a bracha for you guys. You guys look like an amazing group of Bachrim. My tefillah to Hashem for all of you is that through all the bumps and all of the uncertainties and all the challenges that life inevitably brings all of us, myself, you, everyone, every single guy over here, it's not easy. The reason why it's so hard to learn all day is because truth is very hard to secure. But the more we work at it, the more we're perseverant, we'll get there. And Hashem should give you all koyach and strength, siyata dishmaya, and grit, that no matter what, you always come back to the true you, to your true thoughts about Judaism, about Yiddishkeit, about the Torah. Keep on learning, keep on steiging. You should all be zoiche to have the Torah guiding you, lifting you, and living by the Torah your entire lives. Nice meeting you. Thank you very much. Have a great day.